This YouTube broadcast on NDTV. Now, obviously, there are a whole host of stories that you can watch on our television platform, but there's one story which is of great interest to our viewers in the south, particularly in Tamil Nadu. Now, if you recall, a few days ago, in fact, more than 10 days ago, there was a comment that was made by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, which was perceived in the south as an attempt to impose the Hindi language. There was talk of learning Hindi as a secondary language because he said that this is it's important. There is nothing wrong in learning Hindi as a second language after the mother tongue. This created a huge furor. There was people who were up in arms in the state of Tamil Nadu. You had leaders like Kamala Hassan who started releasing videos where they said that do not try to impose Hindi. India believes in diversity and not in the rule of any Shah. This was the word that he used, a sort of a swipe at the Home Minister Amit Shah. He's also reiterated that this time around a protest will happen, that it will be far more, it will have far-reaching implications than even the Jallikattu protest. Things were very clear that south of India and particularly Tamil Nadu is going to be at a warpath with any such decision if it is taken. Subsequently, in a matter of 2 or 3 days, the Union Home Minister did clarify where he said that I never spoke about imposition of a language. I only spoke about learning Hindi because that helps. Now, did it work with the people in Tamil Nadu? Did they feel, was it comforting for them? Did they feel that the controversy is over? Well, maybe not. And why do I say maybe not? Because the Prime Minister, no less, had to initiate damage control. Not just in India, but even abroad, even on his trip to the United States. So the first mention of India's cultural and linguistic diversity came in the Howdy Modi event, where the now famous all is fine, everything is fine, translated into the various Indian languages was done. It was being seen as an attempt by the Prime Minister to say that all languages are equal, all languages deserve equal respect, and don't think about any language feeling threatened or any language being removed because of a perceived Hindi imposition. Then at the United Nations General Assembly, the Prime Minister quoted a Tamil poet talking about the world being everyone's home. Now these were seen as two attempts made by the Prime Minister himself that do not perceive that we are going to impose Hindi. Perhaps the central leadership of the BJP felt, and the Prime Minister must have felt, that some amount of damage has been done which needs to be contained. An international pitch was made of India's diversity, linguistic diversity. And in that perspective, in that background, in that context, the Prime Minister visited Tamil Nadu today, again praised the Tamil language. But all through the morning, we have seen that two hashtags have been trending one after the other. One is Tamil Nadu welcoming Modi, and the other is Go Back Modi. Both in the context of Tamil Nadu. Of course, it has had to do with language, with Hindi imposition. The big question over here is whether Tamil Nadu, which in any case is very touchy about this issue, about Hindi imposition, about Hindi hegemony, about Hindi supremacy, it always feels that an attempt is being made by North India or North Indian dominated politics just because North India has the population muscle to give more MPs to the kitty and South doesn't. That should be no reason for any Hindi supremacy. Has the Prime Minister been able to soothe some frayed nerves in the south of this country by his outreach, by the olive branch? I think that is an important issue. It will be interesting. This will always be a subject matter of debate. Why just Tamil Nadu? We've seen this happening in Karnataka as well, in Kerala as well. Not so much in Telangana because of the influence of Hyderabad and the Nizams. But we've seen this in Andhra Pradesh as well. You have Pawan Kalyan's entire campaign on the north-south divide. This feeling is real, and I can tell you with my extensive travel in the south, I can tell you that the feeling of North Indian supremacy or an attitude of the North Indians to think that they rule over the south. I don't know why. This is a perceived complex, perceived fear, but it does exist on the ground, and it has to be acknowledged. I've always maintained this. If there is a feeling, see, it's a lot like human psychology. Something may not actually exist, but if you believe that it exists, then it should be a reason for it to be addressed. That fear has to be addressed. And talk of Hindi imposition is only going to increase those fears, not allay those fears. So it's very important in that context to understand that the Prime Minister attempted not once but twice to allay those fears, and that too from an international stage, twice over when he was in the United States. So will Tamil Nadu take the Prime Minister's message that Hindi is not going to be imposed and he believes in unity, or will the south of India, particularly Tamil Nadu, continue to doubt the Bharatiya Janata Party and the central government of attempting to impose Hindi? I think the jury is out on that one, and it will always be a subject matter of a great roaring debate, and we'll continue to talk about this further in our discussions. That's a wrap in this edition. Thank you for watching. Do keep watching more updates as well as newsroom broadcasts right here on NDTV.